But Manappuram Finance is on our radar. Gold financiers are losing business to banks. At least that's been the narrative for a while, although Manappuram Finance doesn't believe so. Their assets under management have declined sequentially and year on year. The management told analysts that by Q4, some of the bank customers will return. Let's discuss more on this with VP Nandakumar, the MD and CEO of Manappuram Finance. Mr. Nandakumar, good morning. And as always, great chatting with you on the show. You, of course, give us a sense of your business, but also a sense of what's happening in the lower strata, in the rural economy. The last time when we spoke, you said that the demand from gold loans is strong and a lot of it is coming in from the bottom end of the pyramid. But now the expectation is that as interest rates move higher, as growth slows down, the rural or bottom end of the pyramid could suffer. What is your sense of which way the growth could be? And are you also concerned about a slowdown?
See, sequentially we are growing only. Our consolidated AUM is steadily growing only. So it has not declined. Only one portfolio has shown some decline, but it has come back now. As I have told earlier, the rural demand has picked up, and we have seen growth in that segment also, which were not growing. So now all the segments are growing. Rural situation is better. Bottom of the pyramid or lower end of the pyramid, they are doing better.
So in terms of a growth, you're saying that there is no decline. The numbers are showing otherwise. I mean, the AUMs are down 9% year on year, at least in the quarter gone by. But what kind of a growth do you see for the rest of the year in FY24? Even if there is growth, do you think it will be slower than what you've seen in the past?
No, see, last quarter, our consolidated balance sheet has grown by 4%. Even the quarter before that also, it has not declined. So only one segment in our portfolio, gold loan, has shown some decline, as told in the last meeting, our last conversation. Our customers are mostly from the lower end of the pyramid. Their demand has not picked up during those days. Now we see a lot of progress in that, and we are growing. That portfolio also we are growing now.
All right, Mr. Nandakumar, you have grown, yes, in mid-teens on the gold AUM for the last few years. But in the last 3 quarters, we have seen a degrowth on your gold AUM, right? So the question is, in Q4, will we now see a growth?
See, 2 things here. One, on the consolidated book. Consolidated book, we are growing only. We are not...
Right. No, Mr. Nandakumar, let's focus first on the gold AUM. On gold AUM, I can clearly see from around 200 billion, it's come down to around 181 in Q3, right? Now, on that base, will you grow in Q4? Let's get the gold AUM out of the, out of the way first. Is there going to be growth in Q4 in comparison to Q3?
Yeah, now we are getting growth now. I told in the last meeting, gold loan, our customers are mostly from the lower end of the pyramid. Their spending has not come back. So those days now, situation is gradually reversing. We are seeing growth.
Good to see. Just one more point I wanted to focus on. Your yields are close to around 22%. And the banks, they have suddenly seen this as a big opportunity, and their yields are around 12% odd. So what is your strategy? Will you look at lowering your yields and go for growth, AUM growth, tonnage growth on the gold portfolio? Could you tell us, what's the strategy from here on?
See, there are majorly 3 lenders here. The major part of the lending is happening from the unorganized sector. Our customers are those migrating to us from the unorganized sector, where the average ticket size is around 50,000, 60,000 only, and the duration is lower than 6 months. Where what is important is the one availability, we should be available for a longer hours, and also lesser holidays, because these customers come and they wanted to go in 5-10 minutes because they cannot afford to lose their daily wage or even for redemption into 3 months, 4 months, etc., they cannot afford to. So if they always calculate that also, and they find coming to an NBFC where there is a quick service, and also even on Saturdays or starting the commencing operations in the morning and
Yes.
late afternoon also. That is what they look at.
Okay.
Mr. Nandakumar, good morning. I had two questions. One, just to finish up the loop on gold loans. The other is microfinance. On gold loans, the yield argument has been muddied a little bit. Competition is something we've been discussing for the last 6 months with both you and Muthoot, from banks especially. By the way, the Muthoot management also, the last time they were on the program, I think about 15 days back, said that the peak of competitive intensity is perhaps dropping off a little bit. Banks are realizing that it is not a cakewalk. And we've got commentary from you now as well. The argument on that gold loan is a no credit card cost business, zero credit card business, that still holds, right? There is no change in that. LTVs and gold loans, etc., are very comfortable. We will not see anything there, right? No under recoveries or anything.
There is no under recovery. There was no under recovery in the past. Also, we have been in the business for decades together. And what I have been holding, our customers are, Muthoot, I mean, bank customers are from different segments. Our customers, their demand was less post-COVID, even post-COVID. So it is picking up now.
It is picking up. Got it. And you're saying that in Q4 so far, the gold loan book is higher sequentially.
Yeah,
there is growth, right? That's what you're saying. After 3 quarters of degrowth.
Yeah, it is.
Got it. Could you tell us what is the performance on the microfinance side? Which is the business which has been doing very well for you? In the 2 months of Q4, what's the performance?
Last quarter, we have reported a PAT of around 70 crores. This quarter, we expect that to grow. And slowly, it is coming back to the pre-COVID level. Collections good. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Nandakumar, the other big thing that the street is awaiting is any kind of clarity on succession planning. The last time when we checked with you, you said that in the next couple of quarters, you will identify a successor. Have you been able to do that? And what are you looking at in terms of a timeline?
Now, we have made some senior appointments internally. One was, an ED is appointed from the family, and some senior executives were also promoted because we are ensuring that there is no depth as far as succession is concerned. So at the right appropriate time, the board will take a final call.
Mr. Sumitha, Mr. Nandakumar, your daughter, right, has been... Has been, is she one of the potential successors?
Yeah, she is also one of the potential successors.
By when will we, what is the process which will be followed to take this forward? And by when, what are the timelines?
She has been handling online gold loan, and she has handled that successfully in the past. And now she is appointed as the executive director. And and she is groomed for taking the position of the CEO later, along with one or two senior executives. And,
by when will you take this decision, sir? A timeline, if you could give us?
Maybe in another 2 years.
Okay, we'll get clarity on that in the next 2 years or so. Just wanted to ask you what. Yeah, just on the couple of business aspects before we let you go, your cost of funds have been moving up. You know, the last quarter as well, it was around 8.1% odd. For this quarter, how much higher will it be?
No, for us, the average cost of borrowing has not moved up. Why? Because we have redeemed the high-cost borrowing through the overseas bonds, etc. So there is a slight increase in the market. Our overall borrowing cost has not gone up.
Okay, sir, just one last question. I didn't get a number on what the gold loan growth would be. You said that the decline has been arrested and you are expecting things to improve. But are you looking at a single-digit growth in gold loans in FY24? Could it rise to double digits? Any indication of that?
Yeah, we are expecting 10 to 12% growth annually. So,
Okay.
yeah, sequentially, so the annual, our annual growth target would be reflected from the sequential growth also.
Okay, so for FY24, your gold AUM will grow by close to 10%, double digits?
No. What I'm saying
You're just
is,
talking about this quarter.
yeah. This quarter, you see our annual growth in 24, what we expect is
FY24.
around 10% growth. So the momentum for that has caught up.
Okay, so 10 to 12% growth in FY24 in gold loans is what you're expecting. All right. Mr. Nandakumar, thank you as always for joining in and fielding all our questions. Appreciate your time. That's Manappuram Finance saying that his daughter is being groomed to take up the role of the CEO of Manappuram Finance, and in the next 2 years, clarity will emerge on that. The worst of the fall in gold loans is behind them, and a 10 to 12% growth is what they're expecting in gold loans for FY24. We'll take a quick break. Markets still under pressure. We'll be joined by V. Jagannathan of Star Health and Allied Insurance to talk about their business outlook in just a bit. We'll also connect with Chirag Parekh of Carousel to discuss their